Hello, I'm your host Divakar Shet from IB Year 1 and I'm here to share an incredible story of innovation, teamwork and achievement from our GIIS community. Singapore is known for its amazing Formula 1 night races and it's the only country in the world to hold the popular races during the night. The country also has a robust program to encourage young people to get involved in F1 right from the school level. Ever since its commencement, F1 in schools has been a big draw for students and schools around the world, and we are proud to say that in 2024, GIIS SMART Campus's team, MACH10, made waves at the competition by winning multiple awards. This group not just secured second place in the competition, but also claimed victory in the fastest car category and earned accolades in digital marketing, best pit display, and more. All this despite some interesting faux pas. Their journey is nothing short of inspiring, filled with challenges, creativity, and determination. Join me as we uncover their story, snaffers and all, exploring their motivations, innovations, and how GIIS supported their path to success. Let's dive in. Welcome to the podcast team. Congratulations on a stellar performance.
Thank you, Divakar.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Can you start by sharing what inspired you guys to start MACH10 and participate in F1 in schools?
So it all started when I moved here from India to Singapore, and I was a guest at one of the F1 in schools events in India, which was hosted by Times of Sports, and it was just amazing to see how teams design the car all the way for a 9-month preparation period. They design, test, and also finally come to the race and race it at the day over there. So when I came to Singapore and I saw that they hosted here as well, it was just like a dream come true, because I've always wanted to participate in this competition, and now getting a chance to do with some of my friends over here is just amazing.
This competition actually requires quite a various set of skills. How did you guys actually go about dividing the roles within your team?
Since the registrations were during our board exams, so I really had a very short list of people to ask about going to the competition, and I ended up taking people who I've already competed in different competitions with. So GIS Hackathon and GIS Progressio were some of the competitions I went with Shyam, Arnav, Ane and Rutvik with. So these guys were really enthusiastic when I asked them as well. And all of them have a very specific set of skills which were really applicable to this competition.
So basically, we first created a WhatsApp group, Team MACH10 created a WhatsApp group where we discussed each other's skill sets and try to understand what we're really good at. So our lead engineer, Ane, and Dora are very good at engineering. So they were in charge of manufacturing the car. Ane was a really good designer. So he went into graphic. He was our graphic designer, and Shyam was really good at managing our resources. He has experience from past, so became a resource manager. Honestly speaking, have no experience in marketing, but this event actually gave me an understanding how marketing was. So I think marketing was something I did not have a natural experience in, but I learned through the entire journey.
And I'd like to say that by the end of this, we had almost 12K because of Rutvik. 12K views on our Instagram. So thank you.
Sorry, I have to correct you on that. We have 38K views in this last 30 days.
Wow, it's really inspiring to see how you guys work together in a team and how you guys were actually friends who ended up becoming a team and participated in this competition and ended up winning awards. So on to our next question. Can you guys please elaborate on the guidance, mentorship and the resources that our school provided to you guys?
So I'll be taking that question. So our school had provided us with a lot of resources and a lot of mentors. For example, our teacher, Sugna ma'am, we approached her during the start of the competition, telling her about all the details and everything. She was also pretty excited about what this new competition is about, something which our school has not participated in. And that was like a pretty new experience for her as well. Another teacher I would like to thank for mentoring us is Sonal ma'am. Sonal ma'am helped us with the DT lab. She helped us operate the equipment in the DT lab. She guided us on how to, go on with the designing process, how to make it efficient and all of that. Also, I would like to thank Rupali ma'am. Rupali ma'am was another mentor who helped us with our marketing strategies and helped us, grow our team identity into the current Mark 10 right now. And finally, I would also like to thank our two subject teachers, Jin sir and Shivalik ma'am, because Jin sir helped us make our car more aerodynamically efficient by, rectifying some of the physics concepts we were using to build the car. And Shivalik ma'am, read through our enterprise portfolio. Our English teacher, she read through our enterprise portfolio and corrected all of the grammatical mistakes or made it more polished and sophisticated. So all of their guidance and help was a big boost for us to, get onto another pedestal and win these awards.
It's really nice to actually see the wider perspective of all the teachers and the other people who helped you guys actually achieve this. Your car's performance in the fastest car category was phenomenal. Can you guys walk us through the design and testing process that you went through?
Yeah, as far as the design is concerned, we started designing the moment we registered for the competition, because the sheer excitement that was there after registering for it, finally putting our name as Team Mark 10 into the form, was just amazing. So we started off with a first model of the car. The car went through 3 different design iterations. So we first had to go through the entire technical regulations multiple times just to make sure that the car stays under the regulations. Even though we ended up missing out a few points in that category, it still shows that we were able to do so much just by reading the book. And it just shows that all of our skills really do come and they merge together to build such an amazing car.
Also, I'd like to point out how we spent about 3 months designing the car itself, which is a huge chunk of time in the competition. And a lot of research went into designing the car. For example, searching up our different kinds of aerodynamic concepts, what makes the rear wing good, or the front wing good, or the main body more aerodynamic. Maybe there's some, problems with the airflow, stuff like that. So I think that was a really huge improvement on our car versus our competitors that helped us stand out and receive the fastest car award. A lot of work also went into manufacturing of the car and testing of the car, obviously. So we tested out our bearings. We obviously didn't have a lot of time or that kind of skill to be able to build such testing rigs. So we had to come up with our own makeshift ideas on how we're gonna test the wheel bearings or the wheels themselves, the weight testing and all that stuff. So yeah.
Wow, yeah, I can tell that you guys put a lot of effort into this competition. You guys excelled in creative aspects such as the best pit display and digital marketing. Could you guys walk us through some of the strategies you guys used to do this?
So we're using the 4-step pyramid, the brand awareness, consideration, interest, and action. So this 4-step pyramid we used actually brought out 38K views in the last month. So we planned out the thing so that we have different social media platforms, so we can do from business to customer and business to business.
I'll be talking about the pit display. As for the pit display, I really did not have much experience with designing, but one thing I know we had to do in the pit display is bring out our team identity through the pit display. And that's what most teams missed in their pit displays, which kind of helped us get the edge over them in terms of the grading criteria. And one more thing to add on is the utilization of space. Not all the teams had utilized the space very well, but for us, we utilized the front, the back of the boards, the side of the boards as well, and I guess that's what impressed the judges as well, to give us the higher end in the grading system. Um,
Another, I think, good thing about our pit display was the interactivity of the pit display. So Shreyansh here had a really great idea of adding a game to the pit display, which made the pit display so much more better and so much more interactive, and just distinguished it from all of the other pit displays in the competition. And I think there were about 80 people in the competition in the room, and 80 of them played our game. I can say with surety.
Anesh just being a bit humble over here. He's the one who designed the game, and I would like to say that the game is performing extremely well. It's just not on the day of the competition. We posted the game on itch.io, online. Anis game is still online, and everyone can go and play it. And we have gained a lot of followers because of that game as well. It's just so addicting. I can surely say that some of my studies were genuinely impacted just by trying his game.
So guys, go try out our game on the itch.io.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see just how broad the world of creativity, marketing, design really is. With 16 top teams competing, how did you guys handle all of the pressure and actually stay focused on the competition itself?
Okay, so in our competition, we had one thing called automatic racing, which was the first part of the competition. So during automatic racing, in the first round, our car got the fastest car, but in the second round, unfortunately, the car crashed into the walls and exploded. So it was shattered into pieces. So during that time, we were really struggling to, piece all. We were struggling to make the car back again because it was shattered into so many pieces. So during that time, we had many interesting and innovative, fun strategies we were trying to employ because as our team, Rutvik had brought about the strategy of us using a plastic lid to fan our glue to dry our glue. So that was pretty funny during that time. And also during the knockout racing, which is the tournament style format in which the racing happens, which is after the automatic racing. So during that time, our car broke down almost 10 times. So that was also pretty pressurizing. And, we were feeling a bit scared of whether the car would break at the end of the track. So we weren't focused on the results. We were more focused on whether the car's intact or broken. So during that time, we managed to keep our team spirit and motivate each other by saying something positive, by encouraging them for doing such a good work in fixing all of this. So that was a pretty tense situation, but we managed to overcome it.
And it's noteworthy to mention that our car was the knockout champion. We reached until the finals and won that as well, all thanks to our teamwork and our patience.
F1's school is actually a perfect blend of STEM and innovations. How did it shape your perception of STEM and actually of how you guys can innovate in the future?
Okay, so basically in this competition, there was full utilization of each part of STEM. So in science, we used our physics concepts to build the car, to make it more aerodynamic, to understand how the car will run, and to ensure that the car runs during the competition, does not just fall apart. In technology, we used CAD and CFD like ANSYS, Fusion 360, and all of that, which helped design our car and test it virtually. In engineering, of course, our team manager and our lead engineer mainly focused on designing and engineering the car, the process of making the car while going to our neighbor, like our friend team, Accelerate, who helped lended us an CNC machine and helped us during a crucial moment of the competition. So we would also like to thank Dream Driven, who provided us hot glue while during the competition. They helped us they helped us during the competition, and during the competition, I would say to your innovation part, during the competition, we had a lot of ways to innovate, bring about changes to bringing to fixing the car and bringing this thing, because we had a lot of different ways to come around the challenges we faced in the competition.
It's really nice to see how you guys actually collaborated with the other teams, and even though you were competing, you still worked together with them. So for the next question, what was like a really unforgettable or just really enjoyable experience that you guys had during the competition? And was it like maybe a moment of celebration or a moment of resilience?
So I would say Rutvik here again. He, the moment our car would break, like Shyam had mentioned, we would not look at the result. We would just run to the end of the track just to pick up the car and fix it because we knew it was going to be in pieces. Either the front nose was broken or the axle was broken. So within that time, while fixing it, obviously there's a lot of stress on the team manufacturing engineer and me as well because I'm fixing the car over there with him. And Rutvik here tries to make light of the situation by turning it into a marketing opportunity. He's the one who comes up and says, "This is how we drive our car," and starts fanning the car like crazy. I think it was just extremely funny because all the other teams were looking at us and laughing. The officials were laughing, and it was just like turning a very stressful situation into a very fun situation to take away our minds from the fact that we might not be able to finish the race. And coming on to the next part of your question, it was very interesting to see that other teams, the fact that the STEM concept combines everyone who participates in the competition is like we created a lot of friends in this competition. Dream Driven, Accelerate, and Aero Dash. These guys, they helped us throughout the competition because it was our first time as well, and they helped us understand a few things if we were not able to understand about the competition.
Well, to add on, I wanted to talk about the finals we had in the knockout racing system, where we actually faced our dear friends Accelerate in the finals, and we were racing against them. Our car was already in a terrible condition, and we were only given 2 minutes to actually repair our car. And there were nerves everywhere in the room. No one, everyone was scared, were excited as well, full of adrenaline, and we were just praying our car would work. Basically, in knockout racing, there's a system where you have to press a button, and then once the light turns green, which then boosts our car forward, and basically releases our car. And basically, it depends on reaction time as well. And basically, I was the driver, or I was the one who pressed the button, and I was really nervous because I knew that I needed a really good reaction time to make the car work and actually win the race, because Accelerate was doing very well in knockout racing. And thankfully, I actually achieved a reaction time of 150 milliseconds, which was one of the fastest reaction times out there. And due to that, we actually won the whole knockout race system, and that was very memorable. I told everyone once I saw the time that we actually won. It was a really close finish as well, and we just jumped with joy, and yeah, it was amazing experience.
Okay, I just want to add one more point. So basically, just after the first round of knockout racing was finished, our entire car's axle was broken. So at that time, we just beaten Dream Driven Racing, and I went to them and asked. They were the only ones in the competition who had hot glue. So I went to them and asked. I pleaded them if we can get hot glue from them or not. They were so kind of them to give the hot glue for us, which actually saved us during the entire competition. I used to run after every race. I ran to our pit display. That's only where the charging point was. So I ran to the pit display, sat there for 5 minutes, ran back to the car, fixed it. So also in the semi-finals, just before the finals, we had this moment where the other team were disqualified because they didn't finish the race. So in that time, we only given 2 minutes before the final started, and our car, we didn't put the hot glue yet. So we just put the hot glue in the last 30 seconds. We stick the axle and we raced it. We did not have any expectation of the wheel just come. We had expectation that the wheel just come off, blow into someone's face or something like that. So we were expecting car will break down something. But our driver actually saved us with one of the fastest reaction times. So we are really proud of him of saving us and through this entire journey.
Yeah, so I just like to, help you guys visualize that last final race for us. So, I mean, basically the way it was working was there were two races, and they would take the best of both the times of both the cars in those races. So, the first race we won, and we were very happy about that. The second race, unfortunately, we lost actually. And I became very sad, like, oh my God, we're gonna come second, and we're gonna, not be able to win the knockout racing. Then Arnav starts shouting from there, like, we won, we had the faster best time. And that was a really like a moment of huge celebration for us.
It's really nice to actually see the emotions you guys experienced and the personal connection you guys had with this competition. What's next for Mark 10? Are you guys eyeing other international competitions, or do you guys have other innovative projects in the pipeline?
So, after getting second at nationals, we did not want our legacy and our hard work to end over here. So, we really want to participate again next year, come first, and also have a chance at representing Singapore in the national world finals. So from what we've heard from Accelerate Racing, who have some experience in World Finals, it's just amazing because you're representing an entire country over there. Just a team of 6 people representing over there, and also having a chance at getting, I say, even after getting first at World Finals or getting any position at World Finals, you get a scholarship to engineering universities. So since we are all engineering students, this is one of our dream to possibly come first over there, or even have a chance at going there. So yeah, Anand.
So apart from that, I think another thing that we're definitely going to be doing is, all our research, all the moments that we have been through in F1 in schools. I think we have to definitely pass that down to our lower grades and have them participate in these competitions and give them an experience of what it means to really do such kind of an engineering or STEM project.
It's really exciting to see your guys' aspirations. Lastly, what advice would you give your juniors who are interested in participating in competitions like F1 in schools or other STEM related competitions?
So during the competition, while we're preparing for the competition before the actual date, we were taking a few sessions with younger students to teach them about what CAD designing, computer aided design is, and teaching them a little bit, giving them an introduction about F1 in schools itself. And we have seen a lot of participation from the students as well. That is why I would like to give this opportunity for Sham to speak. That we have a very nice thing that's coming up from our team itself.
Okay, so right now we're planning of having a master class of our design and manufacturing engineer having like a seminar kind of method to teach other younger students who would like to learn more about designing or engineering an F1 car for these competitions, so that they can get more expertise. Because when we were trying to get a class for this F1 in schools competition, it was very expensive and it couldn't fit into our team budget. So that was a big problem. So we're trying to combat that by making a new class for such events and this thing.
I think it's also important to talk about our mistakes through the journey, how we kind of missed some deadlines as well. We did not read the regulations properly at some cases, and in order to avoid that mistake, it's important to pass that down as well. The mistakes we did and the learning process we had through this journey, and make sure that maybe they won't do the same mistake again, and learn from our experiences to hopefully get first and represent our country as well in the world finals.
Lastly, I would like to add on that for our team, we weren't like exactly very pre-planned. We didn't plan all of the stuff we were planning to do. So basically, at the near end of the competition, we learned of something called a Gantt chart, which basically like shows your progress of what you're gonna do in the competition. You'll be able to plan along with making those charts. So, like my advice to younger students who would like to join these kind of competitions is that plan, plan, plan. Planning is the most key element of this competition, and that will help you succeed in this competition and hopefully achieve first place. I think that was the main thing, which was somewhat a bit lacking in our thing. So planning is the most important element of this competition.
And again, I mean, planning and determination and resilience, I mean, to think that our car was completely destroyed in the second race itself, and then to win the knockouts requires a lot of dedication and a lot of determination. So always have that dedication and determination, and never lose hope, no matter what happens.
And just to add on, everyone, all of us are saying that planning is important. Most of the technical part is very important because, well, Formula One in schools is also like F1 in real life. They have a lot of specifications that real cars would also need to adhere to in the actual Formula One race. But the most important part of this competition is having fun. Having fun with your team on the day of the competition, making new friends like we did with our fellow competitors over there. It's just an eye-opening opportunity for you and anyone participating in the competition because it gives you a chance to network with people you might have never met with before.
Thank you, MACH10 team, for sharing your incredible journey with us. I'm sure that everyone has learnt a lot from it. Your story is a testament to the passion, perseverance, and determination of students in such competitions. You've truly set the bar high, and we can't wait to see what you guys accomplish next. To our listeners, I hope today's episode has inspired you as much as it has inspired me. The world of STEM, innovation, and teamwork is filled with endless possibilities, and our GIIS students are leading the way. Remember to catch our weekly student-led podcast for more stories, achievements, and insights from our vibrant GIIS community. You can find us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/GIIS SmartCast or on Spotify under GIIS SmartCast. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Visit our channel, leave a comment, and join the conversation. Until next time, this is Divakar, signing off.